All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to our first virtual learning lesson. I hope you guys are doing well and your families are doing well in this very odd and trying times. If you ever need anything, please reach out to any of your teachers. We are here for you. So we're going to start with our aim. So our aim is how can we determine the pronunciation and definition of unfamiliar vocabulary? At this point, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you checked your Exemius Gmail and completed the attendance form for Mr. Boyd. That is for your attendance, so let's make sure that we get that done. So the first thing, our agenda, we're going through the aim already. We're going to go through using your vocab workshop online. So you know that orange book that we use in class for our vocabulary. There's an online version of that, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. It is a little bit different, but it's also a wonderful resource at the same time. I'm going to explain your task, which will be your classwork for today, and then I'll go through some ways that you can contact me if needed, and the same thing for your parents. So, how to get your vocab book via the internet. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to open any web browser. Personally, I believe that Google Chrome is the best because it's fluid, it's best working for something like this. And then you want to copy and paste this link. So I'm going to share this PowerPoint with you guys on Google Classroom so that way you can access the link. So we're going to click on this link and it's going to take you to this website. It's called Sadlier Connect. So this is my new tab. It should look like this. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint, and then you're going to put in this username and this password. So the username is Sadlier Student, capital S, and then the password is ready to learn, exclamation mark. I already have mine pre-filled. Hold on a second. I have two of these open. So I have mine pre-filled. I'm just going to copy and paste Sadlier Student. I'm going to paste that in there, and then I'm going to click Login. So you come to this page next. This has all of their resources, but what we use specifically, you're going to scroll all the way down, and then look, this is the book that we use for our class. If you zoom in, you can see it, Vocabulary Workshop Achieve Level D. So this is what we use in class every day. So we're going to click onto that, and you're going to see it says here number 4, scroll down to Vocab Workshop D, and then you're going to go to click on Unit 5. So we had just finished Unit 4. We didn't have the quiz we were supposed to have. So we're going to get started on Unit 5. When you click on Unit 5 on the left, you'll see the page comes up. It has everything that we would normally use in class and some. So the first thing you're going to do for today, you're going to click on the unit passage. And what's really cool about this is normally we read this as a class. Will Coral read this or Popcorn read this? What's nice about this is there's actually a way for you to listen to it. So just like I may normally read this in class, or you amongst your peers would Coral read this in class, or Popcorn read it in class, you have the option to listen to it as well as see it. As usual, all the vocabulary terms for the unit are bolded, just like you see the word rebutted, opaque, brazenly. All of these terms are in bold like they usually are in our actual book. So this is the text you're going to read today. You're going to read this first. The next thing that you're going to do, you're going to go back to Unit 5, and then you'll see the definition set A. So we always go through, there's 10 words for each set. So we're going to start with set A for today. And then you'll see the words listed here below. What you're going to do, just like we normally do in our books, you're going to fill in the proper tense and form of that word. So here the word is arbitrary. You're going to fill in this sentence to complete it. A judge may be criticized for rulings that appear to be blank and without legal precedent. As usual, we have the part of speech, the definition, the pronunciation, and then you also have synonyms and antonyms. So you have these for the first 10 words that are in set A for Unit 5. So you're going to complete this page. What's cool about this is that you can self-check it. So once you complete all of these, you can self-check it, and it will tell you if you put in the correct tense of the word beneath in this pink color, which is pretty cool. And then if you got something wrong, you have the opportunity to retake it, just so that way you're practicing, and it'll reset automatically. On the left, you see it has all of the words listed for this half of the unit. So you're going to complete this. Then you're going to go back to Unit 5. They have some other cool things here as far as study aids. So in class, I normally have you guys do a Kim sheet or flashcards. They actually have that here for you that's already pre-made, which will actually save you a little bit of time, which I think is really awesome. If you have any questions about that specifically, of course, contact me. So the second part of your task today is you're going to read, after you read the passage, you're going to fill out this Google form. So after reading the text, you're free to browse and look at the other materials as I just showed you, and you must complete the Google form I've shared with you in Google Classroom. So your Google form is going to have 5 sentences where you will use the word, 5 words where you have to use the word in the correct context. So this is what the form looks like on my end. So it says Unit 5 words in context. Complete this Google form using 5 terms from the first vocab set in context. As always, words should be used in context. Sentences that ask, I wonder what this word means, etc. are not acceptable. All of your sentences should be 10 words minimum. So you're going to fill in your name, and then we're going to be using these words in context in our sentences. And then you're going to submit this. This would be graded out of 10 points. So you may be wondering, how do I receive a full 10 points? As always, whenever you get a rubric, you want to look at the highest section. So we always want to aim to be green, just like we do in class. So I completed all 5 sentences, used the words in correct context. My sentences make sense and can be easily read or understood. My sentences included a capitalization, the subject, the verb, punctuation, So that equals a complete and proper sentence. So you want to make sure you're including capitalization, you're including a subject, you're including a verb, and that you have proper punctuation. And then lastly, my sentences were at least 10 words in length and met the 200 length character requirement. So that's your task today. You're going to turn that in. I'm going to give you until tomorrow around this time, at this time, to complete it, just in case we don't have access to a device or anything today. That gives you some ample time to complete the assignment. And then lastly, so I know you and your parents were all adjusting to this new system. So if you have a question, how do you contact me? You can always reach out to me via email. Your parents can reach out to me via email, and then you can contact me via phone if necessary. If that's something that you or your parents want, I can give you my number on a case-by-case basis, and then I will be available to answer any questions, obviously, from 9:30 to 2:30 daily. If you have any questions, guys, please do let me know. Take a look at this video, and then I'll also be posting the slides to Google Classroom for you to reference.